if you want to continue to tell me that you want to have sex with me, go for it. And if you want to say Jonathan Holmes' beautiful penis and nipples, feel free. But the anus thing, it's got to go.
So Jonathan.
Yes.
Jonathan Holmes.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out.
Yes.
You.
Yeah.
On top of a lowrider. The car.
The
bouncy car that they have in their rap videos.
Oh, like all my friends have a lowrider. Like that song?
They got the hydraulic lift.
Yeah.
Okay.
The car's bouncing around. Me and Alex were discussing this last night. You're a big topic of conversation at bedtime, Jonathan. And we were talking about this. You on top of a lowrider while it's bouncing up and down on its hydraulics. You're wearing your mesh tank top, your birthday mesh tank top. Put on your mesh tank top. That's gonna be a single now. So you put that on. You're wearing cut-off jean shorts. Very short. We're talking very short. And split up the side. Cut up the side. Really high. To the point where you're essentially just wearing 2 denim flaps, if I'm honest. You're dancing. All around you are hustlers. And they're like throwing money around while that Usher song goes da 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 da, yeah, like that. And I am in a purple suit with a microphone, screaming, "Ladies and gentlemen, freaky Constantina!" Yeah, da 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 da, like that. And you're just bouncing. Your arms are out, like you've raised your arms and they're crossed above your head, and you're doing that sort of wavy hip, crouch down a bit and then stand back up dance that people do, right? All the while, Conrad's in the corner with a bandana on and a wife beater, and he is called Lily Nelson, and he's in the corner with a talkboy being the life of the party.
Huh? What's a talkboy?
Like what Macaulay Culkin has in Home Alone.
I thought he just had pots and pans.
No, and he's recording his voice saying, "Yo, motherfucker," like that, and then he does it fast forwards on the talk voice. It goes, "Yo, motherfucker," and everybody, all the hustlers and gangsters, laugh because it's funny. And we're thinking of following you around, Jonathan, everywhere you go, so that wherever you are, the happening be happening. And that's what I'll also be saying through my microphone with my purple suit on. I'll be going, "Yo, yo, yo!" Everywhere where that freaky Constantina goes, the happening be happening. Fools. Da, 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 like that. And
Yo, motherfucker.
Yo, motherfucker. Exactly. See, he's already in the party spirit. And, we've got... I'm thinking of finding some real, like, going into the rough areas of town to get some real shady-looking customers. From broken homes, tattoos down all the arms, sunglasses, all the business. The kind of people that would like that. And I'm going to give them, just all sorts of cool party things, like Cheetos. And they can open the bag of Cheetos and then just wave the Cheetos above their head so it's a Cheeto shower. And it's like, "Oh, yo, it's raining cheese.
Make it rain! Make it rain!
Make it rain, cheesy goodness!" Like that. That's what they will shout. And everyone will be loving it. They'll be clapping like that. And squiggly pens. Alex said there should be those squiggly pens from the 90s that have like a thing in them that shakes when you try and write, so everything comes out all wobbly. But we'll get them, we'll upturn a crate of those. People will just grab them and then just drop them on the floor and kick them around. They won't write with them. There's no paper at a Freaky Constantina party. They'll be doing that. People will have bottles of Diet Pepsi that they're shaking, and they undo the top, and it just fizzes out, and they're just whacking that about. All the while, we're following you around town, and with just the Usher playing on loop.
Yeah. No.
Just imagine it, Holmes.
I can.
You're in the library, right? Studying for your next lecture you're going to do on children and why they shouldn't lead grown men on. But like that talk you always give at universities. And you're in the library, it's nice and quiet. Hey, we think there's not going to be a party. You're reading a book, and then just up the stairs, just like far away, you can just hear. You look around, there's nothing going on. Like, what's this? This is nothing. I'll go back to my book. I'll go back to reading Lolita for my talk. Then the door just bursts open. Yeah! And just all of the hustlers and gangsters come in. Lily Nelson's there with his fucking talk boy. I am there, Shankly Masterson, with my purple thing, and I'm going, freaking Constantina! Yeah! Like that.
Yo, motherfucker!
Yeah, motherfucker! This happened to me.
Sure.
Who? Seriously, let's get some pogs in and have a game on the floor.
Pogs.
Hey,
What are
look,
those, like tiddlywinks?
hey, look, we're gonna play them like tiddlywinks, breaking all the rules. We won't have the plastic slams. This is a Freaky Constantina party. Anything can happen.
Oh, the librarian is just gonna, take her glasses off, pull her hair down, strip down. Underneath, she's wearing just like this gold lame body-hugging thing, and she's just getting down right there in the middle of the party because no one can resist the party.
Yeah, and she'll be stood on her desk, and you'll jump up, and everyone will cheer because it's Freaky.
And she's like 85. You had no idea she could move like this.
And then we pull your clothes off, John. And to be honest, I hope you're wearing your denim cut-offs and your mesh tank top underneath your normal clothes, because otherwise you'll just be nude up there. So we're going to pull your clothes off no matter what. So it'll be you stood on top of the library checkout desk with the 85-year-old woman in her golden thing. And other grown, like fully grown, physically intimidating men get up on there as well and pour Pepsi down the middle of you, and you push your tits, Jonathan, and her tits together, and just start grinding on each other while the Pepsi runs down in rivulets down your chests. Da 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 da. Yeah, please.
Ugh, man, I would hate that. Every part of that would be bad, except for the Conrad part and the Squiggly Pens part.
Lily Nelson is the life of the party.
Lily Nelson is hard to resist, but ugh, geez, Pepsi on my skin? Sticky.
Freaky. Well, you'll be too busy being, like, getting freaky and
I don't get freaky.
doing crunked up.
No.
To even you... Jonathan, when he's following you, you will be waking and or baking every single morning. You will be too lit and ripped to give a shit, because you will be Freaky Constantina.
You mean high on marijuana?
Probably.
No.
Anything goes.
No.
Anything goes.
I don't like
that's just the
smoking
gateway
marijuana.
to cocaine. I mean, we want to take this one step at a time. You don't want to leap right into powders.
No, I don't like doing drugs at all.
Just start at cocaine. It'll be a few weeks before we get to cocaine.
I don't like dancing. I like dancing a little bit in an empty house to like Billy Idol.
But imagine,
I'll just shake around a little.
While Usher's playing, you've got two guys. They're fresh out of prison. They're on their hands and knees. They've got little plastic frogs with those air squishy pumpy things, and they're just making the frogs hop on the floor. And there's other men gathered round with fat stacks of cash, and they're betting on which frog wins.
I don't even like money or Usher or people. I'm happy to just have a mild conversation over a crepe at night for like an hour and then be like, oh, party complete, and then go home. I don't like that song. It's funny how bad that song is.
I think Conrad's making a very good argument here.
What? That Usher sound is an argument?
That Usher sound is the argument, and the winning of any argument.
What a dumb song. He couldn't even think of any idea. So he was just like, yeah, 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 yeah. Just like having a conversation with himself,
Well-
asking him, yeah? And the response, yeah.
Well, Jonathan.
Usher, no respect. I have no respect for that song.
Jonathan Holmes.
Yes.
The ghost at the feast. How dare you? I've got 30 men fresh out of the clink, or whatever it is they call it.
Yeah.
The hole. They've been in the hole. Some of them have been in solitary confinement.
The pokey, I believe, is the technical term.
Okay.
Really? Pokey.
Hardened crims, fresh out of the poke. They want a party, they want the women, they want the music, they want Freaky Constantina on a lowrider, they want talkboys, plastic frogs, shaken cans of Pepsi, Cheeto rain. And you,
Yeah. No.
the ghost at the feast. Some of these prisoners could be political. It mostly breaking and entering, but some they could have been in prison for a noble cause, and we just want to give something back to them for that, to thank them.
It hits at a bad time because I'm particularly annoyed with crackhead party monsters today. Today is a particularly bad day to pitch this idea to me because I've so many patients at my job right now. They're like, yeah, I just keep doing crack and then
Are
just
they,
like,
Jonathan?
yeah.
Are they like yeah, or are they like yeah?
They are not like, yeah, no,
Oh.
not with me around.
No.
But they're like, I'd really like to get into a substance abuse residential program. Keep doing crack, keep doing crimes. It's just not working out for me. I'm like, well, why do you keep doing the crack? You're addicted to crack in some sense, in some physical sense. But when you're in the hospital for 2 weeks, you haven't been on it. You're used to not being on it. Why don't you just kind of roll with that momentum and just stop doing crack? And I'm like, one thing leads to another. And anyway, I'd really like to get into that program.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I will look into that program for you. And then, after 2 days of looking for programs, they're like, oh, did I mention that I have 2 warrants for my arrest? For breaking and entering? Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I probably am going to go to... I'm trying to help these people.
You want to get them off the crack.
I would love to help them get
the
off
crack rocks.
and stay out of jail,
yeah.
but they're already...
At what stage are you at? I'm sorry, I don't want to keep interrupting. I just want to help you help them.
Oh,
have you got to the eating a bucket of KFC stage yet?
What? That's not a stage that I'm aware of for any helping of anyone ever.
Well, I mean, you're doing what we set you up to do.
Yeah.
You are going there dressed as Captain Crack Cocaine and
No.
doing the steps.
No.
Well, why do you think they're still on the crack? Jonathan! Conrad and I solved this for you weeks ago!
We had a program in place.
Have you even told them not to be a pussy yet?
No, that's all very... that's a terrible program.
Conrad, are you listening to this? It's a terrible program, says the man whose patients are still all on the crack.
These are patients I've only had for 2 days.
How many patients have you got on the crack, Conrad?
I don't have any patients on the crack.
I don't have any patients at all. So, Conrad and I, our program works. I am looking around me right now.
Crack free.
And I see nobody on crack. I'm looking up, I'm looking down, I'm looking left. Looking to the right. I see nobody on the crack cocaine.
Yeah, but the patients I have are not currently on crack cocaine, which is good. But they are going to jail no matter what,
right.
And they're just kind of delaying the inevitable with, then on the other end, I'm like, yeah, if I were going to jail, I would want at least a few days of not getting scared and shanked and maybe sexually assaulted in the psych hospital. So sure, but just tell me up front.
They want to get as much crack smoked before they go in as possible because they're going to miss it.
There's no crack in the hospital. So...
Oh, Jonathan, I'm sure when you're around, there's plenty of crack to look at.
There's not. I don't have ass crack visible.
Are you sure you don't have low-cut jeans? And
I'm absolutely sure.
With a thong coming out the top.
The only
and
You
a
can
man
see-
with a boombox behind you just playing Oh shit, it's Dr. Freaky Constantina!
Not a doctor.
Yo, motherfucker.
No. Now, the only skin visible at work for me is my wrists a little bit, my hairy, disgusting wrists and hands, and my face.
And all the marijuana skinning that goes on.
What is marijuana skinning?
I don't know. I've probably said it wrong. I'm just picking up words I've heard on TV.
It sounded good. I felt
If I'm
very
honest.
ignorant and like I was no longer able to really talk about drugs just now. So that was good. What you did.
I need to buy some drugs.
You do?
I just think it would be fun. I want to walk up to a drug dealer and say, I would like to buy some drugs. Please.
They would sell you drugs.
How much drugs can I have for this? And then I will just hold out a $5 bill.
You
In
would
an
get some drugs.
upturned hand. Like flat palm, upturned. It's just sat there like it's on a cushion. Just thrust it under their nose. How much drugs at this?
I wonder what would happen when dealing with criminals. It does sometimes help to feign having some sort of psychiatric disorder because they don't want to, oftentimes, in my experience with criminals.
No, that's true. I lived in a really bad neighborhood for a year, and when you came home at night, it was just easier to act as though you were fucked up on something because
sure.
then nobody was going to hassle you.
Right,
Yeah.
right, because it's just weird.
Because it
You don't
could
know.
be the Joker.
Well, you just, you see someone who's on something, clearly on something, but you don't know what it is. Yeah, they could just be stoned, they could just be drunk, they could be on PCP. Do you want to take that risk?
Sure, they
Yeah.
could have something they can shoot.
They
you
might
up
not
with.
be capable of feeling pain
Might-
or making rational judgments,
And
Like
not
Darkman.
like
eating
giving you
faces.
their money.
Yeah. What'd you say, Jim?
I said, and not eating faces. Most criminals, contrary to popular belief, enjoy their faces.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's a thing for them.
you're talking about the bath salts that make you turn into a zombie.
You're the one
That
who's
eats
talking about
face.
bath salts.
I thought you were. No.
I never mentioned bath salts.
Are you on the bath salts?
Is this a confession, Jonathan?
I am not on the bath.
Do I have to play general don't do a drug and tell you to sort it out?
You can. It would be fun to hear your sincere attempt to get someone who just enjoys crack a lot and crimes.
Yeah.
But they come
That's a
in
good
saying,
idea.
"Oh, I don't like crack or crimes."
That's a good idea. Roleplay.
Okay, let's do it.
It's been a bit unfair. I'm giving you harsh criticism for not getting the crackheads off the crack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what crackheads are like, so you be a crackhead right now, and I will be Dr. Jim Sterling, medicine woman.
Okay. I have stepped in the office
Yeah.
and I'm saying,
Hello! Are you addicted to crack cocaine?
"Oh, you're treating me like an addict right off the bat. You haven't even gotten to know me yet. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work out, doctor. You got any Adderall? You got any Ritalin?" Just a little bit.
I don't know what those things are. Sit down! I'll tell you what, I don't have those things. If you sit down, I might be able to slip you a cheeky bit of crack.
You have just become the most popular doctor in the Eastern Seaboard.
Well, that's great. My career has always been a big popularity contest. He who dies with the most crackheads wins. So already, big success.
Yeah, you've done it.
Is
Great
that it?
Yeah,
Are you
you
not
have.
addicted to crack anymore?
Oh no, but you are giving me crack, so
I never said
therefore-
that.
You said I might
I
slip you.
never said that. I said might. This is you see, you're learning from me as we go. Never commit. Always leave yourself a get out. So that when the crackhead gets angry and, I don't know, reaches for a scalpel or anything, you can say, I said might. And then they'll say, fair enough. Put the scalpel down. Sit down and listen to the rest of what I've got to say. So let's carry on. You are addicted to crack. I've said, I'll give you a little, I might slip you a cheeky bit of crack. cocaine.
When are you gonna give me the crack? When are you gonna give me the crack?
I
When are you gonna give me the crack?
I
When are you gonna give me the crack?
I made.
When are you gonna give me? When are you gonna give me the crack?
Shut up.
When are you gonna give me the crack?
Shut up.
When are you gonna give me the crack? When are you
Dick.
gonna give me the crack?
Tomorrow.
When are you gonna give me the crack? That's what it's like.
No. I'm not done talking, crackhead. Shut the fuck up or you get no crack. If you speak within the next minute, you will get literally no crack.
You got any crack?
No crack, fuck off.
Where's it? Hey. Hey, how are you?
No, we're done. I am going to go watch Masters of the Universe. And you could have watched it with me. Cartoon, New Adventures of He-Man, or the Dolph Lundgren one. Could have been your choice. I'm going to watch all three. I'm going to decide the order via dice. You can fuck off and I'm going to have all this crap to myself.
Wow, yeah.
At that point, I press a button, and my fun Gestapo come in, taser him, drag him out, and leave him in a fucking dumpster where he belongs.
I think you would get pretty frustrated working in
Well, they
in addiction
sound
therapy.
like dicks.
They aren't dicks. Always.
Who was that guy?
That's
Who was the give me my crack now?
Well,
Selfish, impatient.
Oh well, sure. I mean, you're talking about the addicted mind, so you know, it's a mind that can't self-soothe or self-regulate. Very focused on the cravings, and the neural pathways have been altered by the drugs. You see, so once you said I might give you some crack, then forget it. But if you say there won't be any crack, but maybe we can do something else, then you would be talking about other things that are like crack, but are not
If
quite.
I said there won't be crack, he'll lose all interest.
No, that's not true because he thinks he might still get crack from you, even though
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, forgive me, professional that you are.
Yeah.
But speaking as a blogger, you know, I might have a bit more to say on the matter. And I think you're dismissing my crack and stick approach out of hand.
The crack and stick approach is say there might be crack,
Yep.
and then not.
And then
just talk
get
about
them,
Masters of the Universe. Yeah.
No. Say there might be crack. Get really annoyed with them.
Mm-hmm.
Have them tased, and then I reckon there's a 50% chance when they wake up in the dumpster outside, they'll think to themselves, "Have we learned a lesson here? I kept going on about crack so much, I got no crack, and I got no He-Man. If I go back next time, I may at least get the He-Man out of this."
What are they going? What kind of doctor? What's the treatment they're hoping to get from you?
Well, at Jonathan Holmes's Great Hospital, that's the name of it. I offer 3 viewings of He-Man Masters of the Universe, and maybe crack.
That would be the most popular doctor.
Boom.
Go. Absolutely.
Kaboom.
But only if you did give some stimulants. It wouldn't necessarily have to be crack. There's other legal stimulants.
Monster Energy.
No.
I'll tell him it's crack.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
very little difference.
Yeah, some would say. Yeah,
I am addicted to Monster Energy. It makes me feel ill.
That's yeah. You know, you make a common point, a strong and common point that there's not. It's not really fair to draw lines between certain types of addicts and certain types of drugs. I think that's a fair point when people make it.
And
It
that's
is.
definitely the point I was making.
That is an awesome point.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, thank you for the point.
that's all right.